Hello, we're back again, and we want to talk about shingle installation and the proper stagger pattern, as well as re-emphasizing the need to make sure that we cut drains to allow the water return channel to come out of the butt of the shingle. So I'm going to lay my shingle upside down in order to be able to mark where the water return channel comes to. I don't need to leave much of a slot at all for water drainage, maybe just 1/8 of an inch or so. But when I get to the place where the hem is on the water return channel, I am going to need to bump this up just a little and come to a notch top in order that I don't flatten this water return channel. I'm going to flip it over on its side, and I'm simply going to bend this back down in place. Mostly for aesthetic reasons, but also this will keep insects from flying up into the channel underneath the shingles. Notice once I put the shingle in place that the return hem is able to come out of the butt of the shingle, and I've got about 1/8 of an inch here for water to drain out of. This way any rain that blows through on top of the shingle, around the edge of the shingle, comes into the water return channel and drains out the end. Most of our shingles have a 1-foot vertical exposure. KasselWood is unique in that it has a 8 5/8 inch vertical exposure for each shingle. Each of our products has its own unique stagger pattern that's suggested. The main thing that we're trying to accomplish is simply a random appearance where the rain grooves don't line up with one another. A recommended stagger pattern for the KasselWood shingle is full, 3/4, 1/4, 1/2. In order to fill in this last space for a shingle, I'm going to take the shingle upside down. I've marked where it is going to be inserted into the side lock here, and I went just a little bit over. Because, of course, this side lock, this tab here, is going to slide into that. I tend to like to use the tin snips on longer cuts and the aviation snips to accomplish more detailed cutting. It is a good practice to leave about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch gap in here for the roof to be able to expand and contract. And again, I'm going to want to cut my drain at the bottom. At the end, I come up to leave room for my water return channel hem. I want to make sure that the shingle is fully engaged into the side lock, and again that my water return channel extends out. If I get in a situation in which I have just a short piece here so that it doesn't have a nailing hem, I can always take a clip and use the clip as a fastener near the hem. This hem on the water return channel can be flattened just a little but we don't want to flatten it all the way or it'll defeat the purpose. But if we nail too close to this hem, the hem acts as a fulcrum and the outside of the panel will pop up some. So it's a good idea not to nail too close to this water return hem. As I've already mentioned, the standard stagger pattern for the KasselWood shingle is full, 3/4, 1/4, and 1/2. So the shingle is just under 40 inches long. That dimension and the placement of these tabs make it very convenient for knowing where to cut the shingles. 10 inches occurs right at the edge of this tab, 20 inches and 30 inches. So it's very convenient to use the tabs instead of measuring each time as to where the shingle needs to be cut. The second course in the stagger pattern is the 3/4 panel. Notice again I cut just to the right of the first tab on the left end of the shingle. Of course I'm going to want to hold on to the pieces that I cut off because I may well be able to use them at the other end of the run. By the way, for demonstration purposes on the deck, I have been using smooth shank nails. I need to emphasize that that is not the kind of nail that we want to use in the installation of the shingle. Ring shank nails are definitely preferred, or screws, either in this case galvanized or stainless steel. You want to be rather precise on fitting the shingle. You need to cut enough off that we're going to be able to get the side lock to come together, but you don't want to cut too much off to leave too big of a gap on the other end of the shingle. The next course, the third course, requires a 1/4 shingle. I've got this shingle in place here. It's a good idea to have a wooden block with you, and maybe 6 inches tall or so, and be able to tap on the end just to make sure that the two shingles are seated together very well. This particular shingle, you can see there's no nailing tab left on the shingle. So this is an instance where we can take one of our nailing clips, put it at least 1.5 inches or so from the edge if possible, because if we get this clip too close to this hem, the shingle will tend to pop up on the other end. Course in the pattern is a 1/2 shingle, and after the 4th course, the 5th course will simply repeat the pattern, the stagger pattern. So we're going to start with full shingle, 3/4, 1/4, 1/2, And then on the next course, we'll go back to a full shingle again and repeat the pattern.
Best Buy Metals is a nationwide distributor of KasselWood Steel Shingles, along with other premium metal shingles manufactured by Isaiah Industries. Specializing in superior customer support and service, Best Buy has a team ready to help you determine the ideal roofing solution for your project. With core values such as committed customer service, expert-level knowledge, and creativity, along with over 50 years of combined experience, Best Buy's team is the perfect partner to ensure your project goes smoothly. Contact Best Buy Metals today at 1-800-728-4010 or online at www.bestbuymetals.com.